All right, Coach, please start with an opening statement.
Well, I just want to say thanks to the formers, meaning the former players who came back celebrating their championship. It was great to see them obviously have conversations, but those memories last a lifetime and they will never get old. There's banners and retired jerseys up there from that team, and it's great to see. In addition to that, thank the fans for coming out supporting, and obviously good luck in finals to all our students. I want to say safe travels home. Congratulations to those that graduate, and we welcome those that enroll. This was a great game for us. Bethune-Cookman is a good team. I thought our defense stood out when you look at their games throughout the season. Being able to almost win a game at Auburn is not an easy task. I thought we neutralized those guys. It was great to see the staff. I grew up in Chicago, obviously watching Reggie Theus, and then Billy Garrett, an assistant coach, is from my neighborhood. I remember 4 or 5 years old, I would go to the Park District. He was right there, and to see his career where it's at is a tremendous feat. His dad was one of the first African-American athletes at University of Indiana, but he did so many for so many young people in Chicago, inner city, and with the game of basketball. Providence St. Mel high school coach, and then obviously a longtime assistant. So I want to publicly thank Billy Garrett for what he's done for me in my life, and obviously for my family and throughout his career. It means a lot. Our guys played well. Again, got on some runs. It was a game of runs. I thought our defense stood out most. Collectively, we saw a lot of guys being able to contribute. The stat lines speak for itself. Having Mark out there with 19 and 7, and obviously three assists, 4 steals. And did you have any blocks? No. But Ant Robinson being able to have back-to-back games like that, 15, 4 and 7 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals. And Jacob Cruz taking advantage of the starting opportunity, 20 points in itself, shooting at a high rate. Obviously, that attention helps our spacing.
Questions?
Coach, with Ant these last couple games, what do you feel like is maybe starting to click into gear for him?
I think he's just settling in and learning how to play 30 minutes plus, getting into game shape, although you think it's easy, but more so from not the physical, right? The mental and emotional, playing through fatigue, being able to make the right plays when you're tired, being able to understand when to rest, right? Especially during those TV media timeout opportunities. I thought he did a better job with that. Mark is obviously a little bit more experienced in that way. He knows how to get his rest. He knows what to do. And Robinson is learning that while also not losing his intensity. So that's what I think has helped him.
You mentioned coming into the week you wanted to see Ant play a little more on instincts and less analytically. Do you think you've seen that these last 2 games?
We've seen it, but these guys to my right and left is making it a little bit easier. As you see, T.O. Barrett gets on the court with them as well, and he can assume some of those defensive responsibilities, but also ball handling responsibilities. Mark Mitchell, there's no doubt about it, is at the top of any scouting report for any opposition, and those guys end up doing what? Making sure that they try to keep them out of the lane. I think Ant is learning where his spots and spaces are, but again, being able to have threats, Honor Boateng being able to knock down some threes, and Jacob Cruz being able to knock down threes were tremendous, and finding those and getting to that line early.
Coach, Honor Boateng hit a couple of threes today, 3rd consecutive start. What have you seen from him over those 3 games?
Well, I think he's done a good job. I think he allows the game to get to him, come to him and not chase the game. Those shots that he received were opportunity shots that he was prepared to knock down. Defensively, it's a lot of things that he does well on that end of the court. I want to see him rebound a little bit more, but also from a ball pressure standpoint, you see deflections that he was able to get, his length, his strength, and he just gives us versatility on both sides of the ball.
Questions for Mark and T.O., please?
Yeah, Mark and T.O., Coach said defense stood out today. What went into that performance, and specifically like the interior defense? I think y'all held them to under 40% on twos.
Yeah, the coaches did challenge us the last couple of days just to fix some things, get back to being disciplined, get back to our habits and things like that. I think today was, I don't know if the coach would be one of our best defensive games, just from start to finish. as many lows, and just trying to keep the intensity the whole time. I think we did a pretty good job.
I would say the same thing, just trying to be intense and being on our lines and our gaps, preventing easy drives, but also containing the threes. You know, being on our line and getting deflections and everything, being disruptive.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. MIZ, be safe.